way of working was very diverse. I brought someone in my world. So for me, the challenge was introduce the city to my classmates. This is something that will remain forever. Just being open, you can grow without limits. Yeah.
Hello everyone, we are in Italy again. This is episode of our podcast Talk to the Top, and we speak with people who focus on personal growth and excellence. And today we have our beautiful guest Nicoletta. She has a legal research background and she works for corporate world. But how she managed that? And she has her degree in MBA in international business. And today we will learn and know more about that transition and experience.
Thank you for the invitation.
So, Nicoletta, thank you so much for joining us here today. So, you did your MBA in International Business at Trieste School of Management. And after having a strong background in legal sciences research, and then now you're obviously working in Allianz Consulting. Congratulations on the new job, by the way.
Thank you.
What made you transition from the academia field into business, and why the MBA in particular?
As you said, I have an academical background. So after my degree in law, I went to Rome. I continued with a master in a parliamentary institution. I came back and I obtained my PhD in legal sciences and continued in the research field. So my background was really theoretical. I felt the need to change and to understand also the consequences of theory in the practical world. So I wanted to move into the corporate business. In order to move, I felt that I was needing also some knowledge related with economics. And so the MBA in international business was the perfect match. And I can say that it worked at the end, because I feel that I have now some technical knowledge that I was missing before and that I can merge with the legal background. And also, I felt also that I improved as a person. I have a huge network, and this helped me also to find a job in Allianz Consulting. That is an environment in which you work every day with young people in a dynamic environment. I have the opportunity to work in different projects, changing also teams, and that's very inspiring for me because I feel also that I'm still in a process of working and learning.
And it's really good to combine your law experience, with the MBA and now going into consulting, using those skills in the new industry. I think it complements each other quite nicely.
I totally agree. I'm very happy about this possibility to join the two profiles.
It's really interesting how you gained all this experience and skills into your new field. And what about your previous international background and culture shock? Because you are from here, from Trieste. You moved to Rome, but for example, we came from different countries, and it's interesting to know what was it for you to to host people from different countries in your home city, in your home country. How was it? Was it culture shock to accept people here, and how do you implement that in your current position?
Thank you for the question. I really didn't have a cultural shock in working with people coming from all the world, because I had the opportunity also during my legal research period to go abroad for conferences. I was in a certain way used to also work with people of different nations and continents. But at the same time, what I can say that is that the way of working was very diverse. So that was the most important shock for me, because in legal research, I was going with my own research to present it, and then I had some comments that I could accept or leave. While in the MBA, as then in business, as now in Allianz, you have to work in teams that are very diverse for what concerns the background and also the nationalities. And you have to merge all the opinions, all the way of working in one only result, in one only work. And this work should be provided in a few hours normally. Well, I was used to work for 6 months to write an essay, or for 3 years to write my PhD thesis. So for me, the pace was really different. This was probably the most important shock, but I don't think that shock has just a negative side. It's something that can open your eyes and help you to improve yourself.
It's just different view. It's not like shocking in a bad way, as you said. It could be in a good way, like, oh wow, interesting. You open, you discover, yeah.
Exactly.
You learn.
Exactly. And I was also very happy to have all of you in my city in the period of the MBA, because I had the opportunity to introduce the city to my classmates, and that was for me also an important point.
And I remember when we first came in to Trieste in September 2023, you showed us like through various places throughout the city, which was amazing. So it's good to have a local, you know, that knows the places, can have recommendations in terms of the food, the places to visit. So it was really a very nice experience having you there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And for me to have you.
And I think it also, just in terms of the culture shock, it's also in a good way helps you find new ways of working with each other and on different projects, etc.
Yeah.
Talking about projects, so you actually during the MBA you worked on you had various legal conferences that you attended, as well as the Health Prize that you also participated in. What lessons did these experiences teach you, and how did they shape your career post the MBA?
Thank you. For me, both the experiences were very important along the MBA, because the Health Prize was something very different in respect to my past, because was a prize directed to win $1 million and open a startup. So I was very happy to join this experience, because it was directed really to a concrete consequence. I knew it was just an experience, but it was very important to work with a different person, a classmate, another girl from the United States, and together find our own project that was called Amo Community, with a concrete impact that was the political education of the young generation, in order to make them aware of where they live, of the possibility to read fake news, and so to distinguish them, and to, at the end, to vote consciously when they become adults. And on the other side, I also joined different conferences, but in particular, I would like to mention one in which I went together with a classmate of mine with an economical background. We went to the ICONES conference in Madrid. And for me, this was an important experience, because on the opposite side, in respect to the Health Prize, I brought someone in my world, merging our different backgrounds in one research that was related with the innovative startups in Italy. And I was studying the legal background, and he was giving suggestions related to the economical impact.
By the way, speaking about that Health Prize project, are you going to continue the project, or how did you finish that work? How did you manage?
I felt that this was for me just an experience that I wanted to join, to really enter in a certain way the business world, also while I was still studying. It was
more for studying.
Yes,
right?
for studying, to create a sort of business case to present also outside of the school. Well, now I'm very happy really at Allianz Consulting, and this was my aim, to enter at the end the corporate business. So.
And it was also a good opportunity, I mean, to participate in the whole prize, you know, because available, like students were allowed to enter. So just that experience to work with your colleagues from different backgrounds, different experiences. And like you said, with your trip to Madrid, you know, having the other colleague from our class with a different background and incorporating those experiences together, like your legal background, his investment background, I would assume, yeah. And then just coming together on a common ground. So I think that's quite fascinating.
Thank you.
And I know that your topic of MBA thesis was about researching experience of students from MBA. So for me, it's like I participated in that study, and I'm curious about, did you find some interesting outputs, some insights which we couldn't see during that journey? Like very surprising something. Could you share us your insights from that?
For sure. Yes, as you said, at the end of the MBA, I felt the need to apply again some knowledge. And I love the marketing research classes. And in particular, I wanted to study more the focus group methodology. And I thought that a perfect occasion to apply it was to apply it in the school with my classmates, choosing a certain number of people, diverse in terms of gender, in terms of nationality, of educational and professional background. And what I can say is that at the end, what we discovered together is that even the persons who joined the MBA just for technical knowledge, at the end they went out feeling that the personal growth was the most important point that they achieved. And also remember that when I was asking them, them and also you in this case, at the end of the focus group, if they would suggest to some other students to do the same experience, all of us said yes. So this is the point, I think. So it means that this experience, even among different persons, really it's an experience that changed your life.
Even if we had some difficulties, it wasn't easy.
It was a very innovative thesis topic, and it's good to get first-hand experience directly from the students in terms of the experience. So yeah, it was. Unfortunately, I wasn't there during that during the
Focus group.
The focus groups. But I mean, if I can speak for myself, I think for me as well, the personal growth resonated the most. I think because, I mean, with the MBA, all the courses are crammed into 1 year. So the technical aspects might be like overshadowed by the personal growth, because your personal growth comes through as opposed to the technical part. So I think that's a very good insight.
I think we all together changed our way of thinking. That's the point. And in this way, we changed ourselves, being always ourselves, but being open also to something different and to the future in this way.
We discovered and revealed our potential.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And Nicoletta, what business skills and knowledge areas did you find the most valuable during the MBA program? And how did these skills complement your previous legal and research background?
So for sure, for me, it was very important during the MBA to study subjects like accounting, finance, strategic management, because I was needing some economical background and also some technical background that could drive me from one world, the academic one, to the new one, to the corporate one. And I can say that for me, these subjects were really essential to complement my legal background, and I am using all this knowledge together in different moments, in different projects today in Allianz Consulting. And for sure, also under a personal point of view, also it was very important for me to study leadership dynamics and to open in this way to a different way of communicating.
Mm-hmm.
And then just leading on from that question, which is related to the first one, which MBA experiences did you find had the biggest impact on your personal and professional growth? But when you're looking at beyond the classroom, for example.
Okay, for me, for sure, the experiences related with networking were very important. In particular, I'm thinking at Vivo on the Snow, or also at a football match in Naples, where we were together as classmates, but also with people coming from other classes, like the MIRM one that is a course related with insurance, or the Origini one that is related with people coming from the Latin American communities to Italy, because they have Italian origins, to study and work for a certain period. So we had the opportunity to meet all of them, all the people that were in our school, and also people that were attending the school in previous years, because they joined these experiences too. And I think that this is something that will remain forever, because contacts is something that will not last one day.
Exactly.
And I think that with the MBA, I mean, it just brought a whole new level of networking, whether it came to, I mean, Map on the Snow, just having those experiences, those lifelong experiences, and then also being alumni of the school, because you can still attend those events in the future and you still have that contact and that network that you can interact with at any point in your career and your personal life.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I can share this because I understand if I write person from MBA, not MBA, sorry, from each school, like from any courses, I know that person is from that community, and probably they will answer more open, be more open for the first contact even.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. And it was so full of different experience. But what was the biggest challenge for you?
For me, for sure, the quantitative subjects were very complicated in the beginning, because I had no quantitative background at university, but even before I was studying languages at high school. So I remember that in some weeks from the beginning of the course, we had the first exam that was financial mathematics. And I didn't even know how to use some particular functions of the calculator, because I've never used it. And in the following months, we did so many quantitative exams, one after the other in the weeks. So for me, the challenge was to face this knowledge that was far away from my knowledge, And the advice that I can give is to ask for help. Don't have fear to ask for help, because just being open, you can grow without limits, I think. And at a certain point of the course, or even in life, you will understand that something that for you it's very easy will be very difficult for another person, the same one who helped you when you couldn't go on by yourself. In my case, during the MBA, I remember when we were writing some researches, I knew how to write the footnotes, the bibliography, and how to structure the research. Perhaps other people were providing amazing numbers, amazing data, but I knew that the presentation couldn't work in that way. So we should just divide it in a different way, and we could achieve a higher mark together. So I think that being open to ask, you will grow, and also then other people will grow with you, because they will feel also open towards yourself.
It's a really good advice, because I learned the same, like ask help, and not alone. You work in the team. Even if you work alone, you can ask help, because someone has more knowledge in that field, and it's normal. And because we're together, we're a social group. I love it. I love it.
And it's also just using each other's skills, knowing where someone is strong, their strong points, and where your strong points are, and then combining it, like you said, to gain a higher grade, as opposed to just working in silos. Yeah.
Effect of synergy of teamwork.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And Nicoletta, so can you describe your MBA experience in 3 words?
Okay, not easy. For sure, challenging, citing the last question, because of what I already said. So for me, it was not easy to face so many quantitative subjects in 1 year, in one only year, with a really fast-paced rhythm of study. And transformative, because I changed. I really changed myself. I feel that this changed my way of thinking, but also my actual life, my current life, because I was in academia, and at the end I'm working at Allianz Consulting in business. And empowering, because I'm also feeling that I have some new skills that I didn't have, and I'm more sure of myself.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thanks for sharing with us all this insights. It's
it brings back good memories from the MBA.
Inspiring.
Yeah, it's always nice to speak.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you, Nicoletta, for that, for coming, for sharing. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for taking the time out, and we appreciate having your insights. And sharing that with us and with our viewers as well.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.